So my name's Dave. I've been in blockchain or working in blockchain since late 2017, early 2018. My background was as part of a project called Honeycomb, which was a decentralized API marketplace built on Ethereum. And as one of the founding members of API3, what we wanted to do really was to design an oracle that would enable data providers to get data onto blockchains easily. I think what we've realized is that a big stumbling block to preventing the full Web 2 experience being built on Web 3 is the unavailability of APIs. It's not necessarily just TPS or the blockchain itself. The blockchain developers need the tools to be able to build Web 2 apps in a fully decentralized way. So we have a lot of experience working with API providers, and we designed our own oracle so that a lot of the pain points of existing solutions would be taken out. The first thing that we've used to kind of differentiate API3 from other solutions is that API3 is built as a DAO. It's designed to be fully decentralized so that everyone in the project has a say over the project's direction and people can vote over what they would like us to be doing next. We see centralized governance as also being a point of centralization. So if you're trusting an Oracle project that governs its oracles and decides who can push data themselves, then that's also a single point of centralization. So at that point, you lose a lot of the benefits of blockchain being trustless. So the way the DAO works is that people will be able to stake API3 tokens to give them a proportion of governance rights, and the staked API3 tokens collateralize an insurance product. Another one of the issues that we felt we had with current Oracle solutions is the lack of quantifiable security. So there's nothing innately you can do to look at a data feed and see like X oracles providing Y data sources. There's no conclusion you can draw with that with regards to how much TVL can be secured. So using a staking pool to give a defined number as to how much of the TVL would be secured in the event of data issues gives you a big benefit there. So users can assess exactly how much of their percentage is at risk, and they can make an informed decision. But also that incentivizes good governance, because the criteria for the data feeds insurance paying out is simply that people experienced a loss as a result of a data feed error. So with that, good governance is incentivized by people making the correct decisions. If they mess up, then the project users can claim via the project for the money that they lose out. And this is all done by a third party rather than having to trust API3 for it as well. And the last part of the solution was we felt that the best way of creating an Oracle project is having the data providers run the Oracle themselves. And this is the main difference between API3 and other Oracle projects, and even to native oracles. If the data provider runs the Oracle themselves and is able to put data directly on the blockchain, then you miss out the need to have a middleman solution there. And these middlemen, they require either a lot of aggregation between different oracles to ensure you're not trusting any individual third-party oracle, which is quite gas intensive, or they require other structural components to the blockchain itself. But the most important thing about the API provider running the oracle is the uptime should be equivalent to the API itself. We've designed an oracle that can be run in the existing cloud infrastructure that the API uses, so that there's no change in downtime to the API, which is pretty important. And it's also designed to be run so that it can work in their existing business model. They don't necessarily have to use crypto at all for it. They can take payments in fiat, and the requesters top up the wallets. So as an API provider, even from a traditional background, you can still deploy a node, you can still sell data to people who operate in the blockchain space, but you can do it without needing the compliance issues or anything around the crypto side of things. So that's kind of a top-down view of API3. We're decentralized, we have API provider run nodes, and we're providing quantifiable security for the APIs, so projects know exactly how much would be at risk. And for the single APIs as well, we're looking at providing downtime-based insurance.